Hello, everybody. It's Bob Anderson, and today is December 23rd, 2024. And I have taken one trade in the pre market. And the interesting part about that is I haven't taken a pre market trade in a long time because I haven't even been looking. I've been trying to consolidate the time that I have to focus. And so the fact that this pre-market trade happened today was really by coincidence. I'm going to show it to you. It just happened to be, it was Monday morning. So I thought I'd get my charts loaded and, see if there was any bugs because I think I told you guys I had an issue a week ago where I ended up losing a day of trading because my system was all screwed up. So, and it was over a weekend. But anyways, today I loaded up my charts and I'm looking at my chart and I go, oh my God, there's a trade setting up in the NQ. So I'm going to show that trade. The other thing is, you may see behind me, I don't have my wall thing anymore. My calendar's not there, whatnot. I have actually moved my office. Moving my office was because this used to be right here where I'm at, right here in my house. This used to be my ping pong room. And long story short, I was county champion in ping pong back in the 80s, late 80s. I was runner-up state champion in ping pong. I was a pretty good ping pong player in my day. Started when I was 12 and played, all the way up to like I was 30 or so. And then, work and life and all that stuff take over. But long story short, when I had kids, I bought a ping pong table actually made in Germany. And it was a beautiful ping pong table. I still have it. But I have gotten to the point where if I play ping pong now, I'm going to hurt myself. Because, you're supposed to be low to the table and that kind of stuff. And I just can't do that anymore. My legs and my body just can't take that. So I removed the ping pong table and I have this beautiful view of the golf course and pond at my house. And I was sitting there with all that empty space one day and I said, damn it, I need to put my office there. That's exactly what I've done. So new beginnings for 2025 for me. I got my beautiful office and I can look out here and see the golfers going by and stuff, probably motivating me more to finish my trading and go play golf. Anyways, another side story here, just quickly. You guys may know I build modular homes. So I went to a factory last Friday. Didn't trade because I had a meeting, in the morning, and it was to see a new series of house that they're releasing. The most amazing part of this story is that as I'm going through looking at this house and getting all the features and whatnot, somebody just started talking to me about trading futures. And I was kind of set back by it. Well, it's a subscriber to this channel. I mean, that's interesting. I forget how many people, I mean, I didn't know this person. I didn't know this person was watching this channel. I didn't know this person. I didn't know anything, but it's nice to know that, in a little way, I touch a lot of people and I help a lot of people. That being said, one of the things I plan on doing in 2025 is I'm going to make a consolidated training series. Because these videos that I do on YouTube, we're up to like 120 some. I don't know. It's craziness. But to really hone in on, what it really means to trade, off of the overnight open, what it really means to trade the 5-minute red line, what it really means to trade the 1-minute gold line, what it really means to trade the NQ, to trade oil. I'm going to try to create a consolidated training video, and I'm probably going to put it together in such a way that that it can be seen by subscribers that that really are going to get something out of it. Instead of just randomly out on YouTube. So I haven't put all that into perspective, but it's really something I need to do because I've had a few people reaching out directly to me about teaching them how to do this. And I'm like, it's, the best thing about doing a video is if you think you heard what I said versus, in person versus seeing it in a video, you can always go back and watch again. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so that's one of the things I'm going to work on. I'm going to try to get that done in January. It's put a lot of pressure on me, but my business kind of slows down a little bit right over the holidays and stuff. So I might be able to knock this out. Let's see here. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, so I mentioned a few days ago, or a few videos ago, or whatever, that I started putting on my screens the prior day high, low, open, and close. Now, remember, the close is on there now because the prior day is over. Whereas the current day, you have the high, the low, and the open because the close hasn't happened yet. Okay. So it was the prior day close that's the backbone of today's trade that I took in the pre-market. I hit it. It went. I never did a damn thing. Boom, $500 done. And that's it. I'm done. Because, again, we are getting closer and closer to Christmas. And so I'm looking for that big north, big north. Big north. Get that, Santa Claus. I'm looking for that big north, big south move to a specific target, to a specific pivot point, and then a rotation at least back enough to get me my targets. That's hard to do in a slow holiday market. There are trades that you can take, and I'm going to show you that. For example, the overnight open today in the NQ, in the pre-market, and all that stuff. It worked great if you're not looking for that boomerang effect, but you're looking for the fact that the overnight open is going to hold, because it played out great. So I'm going to show that, but that's not my personality in trading. Okay. So anyway, so let me just show you some charts and we'll go from there. Hold on. Okay. So what I want to show you, hold on here, is that this is the NQ. All right. So again, NQ, the current trade is for the March 25 contract, 1 minute chart, blah, 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 all the stuff. The description of everything on this chart is in all the indicators and whatnot are down below in this video. Anyway, so this is Friday's price action. Remember, I wasn't in the office Friday. Matter of fact, I didn't even look what happened on Friday. This is Friday's price action, okay, because this is Monday's. So let's see here. Was there anything that even happened Friday? Let's see here. Oh, we had some run-ups. Oh, wow. We did have some run-ups. By the way, this is yesterday's overnight open right there. Meaning that would have been Thursday's. This is Friday's. Wow. So the market opened. I'm just quickly looking here. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Daily high. Slam back into the 5-minute red line. Bam, gone. There you go. There's your money. Call it a day. Next. That was at 9:50 in the morning. That's it. You're done. You made your money. Okay, so I wasn't here, but that would have, bam, gone. There's your money. Back to the daily high. Back to the daily high. I mean, Anyways, rinse, wash, repeat. Have you seen this movie before? Anyways, so let's go to what I did today. And I'm doing this video early because I got things to do. I got people coming in from out of town. Santa has to feed a bunch of people. So I have to go to the store and get things, for food. But anyway, so here's the close right here. And it creates this blue line. This is the close, prior day close. Okay. So this is the prior day close. So when the market opened Sunday night at 6 p.m., this was the indicated line of the close. Here's the open. It's hard to see because you know we're used to being at gold, but it also was the low of the day. Okay, you can kind of see the gold in there. I'll show it over here. How about this? We'll go over here. Once it breaks through and pushes the red down. Hold on here. Hold on here. Hold on here. Hold on here. God dang it. You'll see what I mean right here. Come on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right there. There's the gold line. All right. So you're at the 5-minute red line. I mean, you're at the daily low, happen to also be the open. Okay. Now, what I saw when I opened up this chart, okay, when I opened up this chart, I'm going to show you about the time I opened up this chart. So let's do that. Let's do what I saw, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so hold on here. Give me a second. I got to get to the right time because I got in. I opened up the chart after 8 o'clock in the morning. So hold on here. Man, I don't get moving around too early. So let's see here. Here we are. Okay, so here we are. So this is about where I start. I came in. Yeah, right around in here is when I turn this chart on and just making sure my data works and all that kind of stuff, so I don't have a catastrophic situation like I did, last Monday or whatever. So, anyways, I'm looking at this and I'm going, holy cow! Look at this thing moving. It's slamming. So the first thing I decided was, are we in it? Because this is what I'm looking at right here. So are we in a down day or are we in an up day so far? Because when I first saw this, if we were in a down day, say the open was up here, the gold line was somewhere up here, I would have been looking for that thing to pivot right into there and then bam, down. Okay. But we aren't. But I didn't know that. So I scrunched this thing and I'm looking for the open. Just like you and I are doing right now. I'm looking for the open. I'm confused. I don't see it. I see the low. I see this blue line, which was the prior day close. So I'm like, what the hell? So I keep scrunching, and all of a sudden I see the daily high. Oh, Jesus, where the hell's the gold line? So I do exactly this. I go back over here and I look, and I'm like, oh, we had a gap. We had a gap between the close and the open. And that gap was like about 14 points. 14 points. That gap right there is about 14 points. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, what the heck? So that means the open is right underneath the red line here, the daily low. Okay. So now let's get back to my thought process. All right. Let's get back to my thought process. Let's get back to this red candle. I'm just telling you what I did. Okay. So this is going down, 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 slamming, right? And I'm having to scrunch my chart so I can see this because I want to see this in case we have that magical slam finger, the one that reaches down like a bullet, touches this and then boomerangs back, right? We've all seen that. If you've been trying this strategy before, you've seen what I'm talking about. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking and I'm looking. I'm not a big fan of the pre-market in the NQ, but here I am looking and I'm like, wow, they're reaching for this thing. All right, hold on here. But then it started doing this. See that? And see this? I'm like, I wasn't excited now. I'm losing my excitement. I was more excited when it just kept slamming down, slamming down, slamming down. But when it started rolling back up, I'm like, So all of a sudden I said to myself, again, screen time, studying trading, trying to understand what's going on. I went, oh, crap. I wonder if they're trying to, and those of you that have been trading a while, you'll know what I'm talking about. I wonder if they're going to come down here and fill the gap. Has anybody heard that term before? Fill the gap? Even though price has been way the hell up here, Okay. I'm sitting there going, uh-oh, I wonder if they're going to fill the gap. What does fill the gap mean? Fill the gap means is when you have a gap, an opening gap, like we had over to the left, that I happen to go see because I'm trying to figure out where the overnight open is. Because I'm trying to figure out, are we in a down morning or are we in an up morning? I'm trying to get my bearings because I just turned this damn chart on. And then I realized that we had a gap. That's why I can't see the price. I can't see the open, I mean. It's buried behind the low. And I went, oh shit, I bet they're trying to fill that gap. And then wham, down went that candle. Okay? So let's talk about this. That is, that, and as soon as they ran this through and they hit that line there, they just filled the gap. Okay? They filled the gap created to the left. And there are traders out there that will swear by the market doing this. Routine over and over and over again. If there's a gap created between the prior day close and the current day open, then the market has a tendency to come back and fill in that gap at some time and then rotate back. Okay? Because so follow me here. So I'm looking at this big red candle, which that's a north-south move. By the way, this is a north-south move too. We just had these little hiccups in here. What for the overnight open that I'm not as big a fan of is these little where we kind of delay ourselves. So now I'm going to show you the next part, and then I need to explain it. Okay. So the whole time I had a buy stop. I can't put it on here because this is live data, but I had a buy stop in here, sitting up here, and I had it sitting in my, ready to drop anywhere, if something had triggered, like if this had triggered straight down and then pivoted back up. All right. So then this candle started. All right. See this candle right here? This candle right here. So when this candle opened, it opened right at the bottom here, right at the big red, the big red. This is where that, remember this, folks. This is where this candle closed at the bottom of this, where the solid part is. It fingered all the way down to here, but it's solid here. And then this just started going up and it stopped and it sat right here for like 20 seconds. It just sat right there, at least 20 seconds. It just sat there. And I went, huh. Now, mind you, this is yesterday's, which is Friday's. This was Friday's close. We filled the gap. I said, man, I have a feeling they're going to create a big candle and run this thing back up because they're going to want to get it north of the overnight open. This is just what's going on in my head. I said to myself, let me drop my buy order in north of this open, of this close, because my stop can be right here. What am I risking? Not much. Okay. Whereas if I'm doing it way up here, what am I risking? I'm risking possibly all this. Okay. So, but because it sat right here and it just hesitated and didn't do anything, I put my order right there. When that thing hit, it just blew right through it. And my target was exactly $500 up, 100 ticks. And that's what I hit. Okay. And then boom. But mentally, I told myself, oh shit, they're filling the gap. When they filled that gap, then notoriously what happens after a gap is filled, price continues back in the direction that the gap fill came from. Okay. Now, I'm not swing trading the freaking NQ. I just don't have that nerve yet. Okay. But just assume I had that nerve, just to give you an idea what this trade really means. Let's just keep watching. Let's just keep watching. Let's just keep watching. Let's just keep watching. After the gap was filled, after the gap, see, bam, just keeps on going. See, the gap was filled here, and then the market pushed it back. I stole this little piece of money. Now, interestingly enough, I'm going to show you something else very interesting. Okay, I want to show you something very interesting that, again, the dynamics of these lines. Notice something here. These are 1 minute candles. Never once did any of these candles not cross north of the overnight open either. So like if you had a long here, boom, and you were looking for a swing trade, for example, here's your pivot. Notice it kept coming, but no candle over here opened and closed south of that overnight open. Not one candle. Now I don't, and look at that. Look at this. Look at this insanity right here. Okay. And then the market opens and it does its craziness. And I really don't know what it did after. Let's just kind of look. But like if you went from, if you had gone from like here back to these pivots here, I mean, you're talking, if this is $500 on one contract, that's another 500, that's another 500, that's another 500, that's $2,000, one contract. Knowing that a gap fill notoriously rotates back in the direction that the gap fill move came from. Here's your gap fill move. Here's your rotation. Anyways, I just thought I'd show that quick video. It really is not what I talk about in my trading strategy. Actually, it's not what I talk about in my trading strategy at all. But the interesting part is to pay attention to, see, even the overnight open held. It held. It was an ugly situation because of this hook right here, but the overnight open held. I like the overnight open, as I've talked about before, where, we're on, because again, I am an impatient trader. Okay. So I like that slam straight down, the candle to kind of consolidate right there on that overnight open. And then the initial, once the candle breaks, slam back up, boom, there's my $500 and I'm out. That's what I like. I don't like to see these hitches in here on the overnight open. Doesn't invalidate that the overnight open is an instrument or a line in the sand that the market tries to either manipulate north of or south of. But knowing that there was a gap here to be filled, it was pretty easy to see what they were going to do. Anyways, that's my video for today. I want everybody to enjoy their holidays. I don't know if I'm going to put another video out or not between now and New Year's, because I'm not really sure I'm going to spend much time trading. But if I'll glance at these charts, and if I see something interesting, I will put a video together. Everybody have a good holiday. I'll talk to you later. Bye.